I think we tend to equate you with being the person who started Altrusa, but that's not strictly true, is it?
No, it's not. It's really not. Dr. Durham started Altrusa in 1917 as an organization for professional women. And he started it in Nashville, Tennessee, and then he started another organization in Dayton, Ohio, and also,
Yeah.
it makes it easier. And another one in Lexington, Kentucky. Then he moved to Indianapolis and was wanting to start an organization there where I met him. I was 38 at the time and interested in perhaps helping with a professional organization for women. And so in Indianapolis, we began to talk about it. At the time, I had been an office manager, I had been a supervisor of an apartment building, and I also was a supervisor for women's employment for the U.S. Employment Service.
And what was it that drew you to Altrusa in particular?
Well, we really needed something at the time. I mean, you have to think about 1917, and there really wasn't anything for women. So I was totally interested in helping get a women's organization set up. And I was a little intrigued with the name Altrusa. ALTR for the altruism and USA for the patriotism. And so I like the idea, and I like the idea of service.
Altrusa was quite a different organization at that time, though, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, it was, because we really started out as a professional organization for networking and socializing, with a little bit of thought about service. And I really like the idea of Rotary. My brother was a Rotarian, and I was a Rotarian by proxy, because of course they had no women. They didn't have any women until 1980 something or other. But I like the idea of classification, and I like the idea of international, and I really like the idea of national organization for women. So I thought that we could do an organization like that with the classifications.
We still quote you as saying it is not enough just to be good, one must be good for something. You served as the first president of your club, the first president of the Indiana State Club, and became the first international president, national at the time, in 1917. The first convention was held in Indianapolis in 1918. You must have seen a lot of changes during your 45 years in Altrusa. What do you consider one of your biggest accomplishments?
Well, there's a lot to be proud of. I mean, just look what we have here. But I do think that my favorite accomplishment was the 12 principles. And if you haven't read the 12 principles lately, I suggest you give it a shot, because they are so relevant today. I think we did a great job with those principles, I must say. And the one you quoted is the 12th principle, but there is so much in those 12 principles that can be guiding you. I will have copies in the back, and then I will be sending you a survey to make sure that you did read them and take them to heart, because it's very important that you do that. But the principles are really wonderful, and it would be maybe interesting for some of you to talk about them at your club. There's particularly one, and I can't quote it because I have a paper over there, about really encouraging good for all mankind, and emphasizing good and getting rid of evil. And I do think that's very timely right now in our world.
Is there anything else you would like to share with us regarding Altrusa?
I really, as a person who started the organization, really like the idea of working to be my best self, helping you become your best self, and working together to be our best self. So I leave you with that.
Thank you, Mamie. That's inspirational. The Mamie L. Bass Service Award was established by the International Board of Directors in July of 1963 as a memorial to you. We're so pleased to have you here to present the first, second, and third place awards for District 1. As you come up, Mamie will hand you a certificate, and there is a check from the International Foundation for the first place. Oh, and if you would like pictures with your club, like we'll do that afterwards during the break. Is that okay, Kathy?
And I'll get my flower on. Third place goes to, it ain't heavy, it's my backpack at the Seacoast.
And stay back there. Let them come.
Thank you. Goes to Save a Life with a File of Life, Meredith, New Hampshire. Meredith, New Hampshire. You know, working with children. And first place goes to Sue Supper, Portland, Maine.